This motherfucker real. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to move into the big cities, bro. God damn.
It's got that like you, 'cause you got that something that I need in my life. So give it to me. It's got that like.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Moochie back here with another video. Wait, back here with another video. What the f? Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry for not be.
Boy, if you don't get.
Yo, it's Moochie here, back with another video. I have not been uploading for like months or something like that. It feels good to be back, bro. Like, it feels fucking good. So today we're back with another reaction video. Like, we did it like way back, way back. Okay, so today we're going to be watching the origin of the Siren Head animation. Then let's just get into it.
Of course it would decide to come back today, of all days. Any foggy day is fair game, but today, if it was smart enough to keep track of time,
bro.
I'd say it was mocking me.
Okay.
It would have been easy to stay home that day, maybe do something useful,
That doggo is cute.
help pawn the fields,
Not
or
gonna
hang
lie,
the
that
washing
dog
up to
is
dry like Ma asked. But the sun was so warm and inviting. A perfect summer day like that couldn't be wasted. But even then, there's a
can't even
million
go
other
out
things
because
a
of
kid
the
could have done in the farm bathed in sunshine. Plenty of places I could have gone. Of course, they told us to stay out of the woods, but I always sneaked out, and they never stopped me.
Damn,
I thought
my
Ma
boy,
was paranoid.
My boy's bad.
Whoever heard of people disappearing in those woods? That's the kind of stuff you hear in children's books. Pa gave that indifferent, listen to your mother nod whenever Ma brought it up, probably too busy to care what she was lecturing me about. Despite it all, I figured this is real life, not some fairy tale. There's nothing but critters and mischief
some of
out
fairy
there.
tales are based on true
What
stories,
really
bro.
sent me into the woods that day was naivete,
Listen to your mother's
bravery,
You
and
might
a
end up
girl
like this guy.
named Caroline. Even after thinking about it all these years, I can't quite put my finger on the moment things went wrong. Maybe I just wasn't alert or observant enough.
My doggo looks
Milo
like John
sure
Wick
was,
right
though.
here.
Good old boy. His walk got more and more
Good old
tense,
boy, Milo.
and he started growling. He always did that when meeting new people, so it was easy to dismiss. By that time, we were getting pretty deep into the woods, and I expected her to pop out from behind a
Damn, I
tree
don't
at
like
any
going to the
second.
forest, bro.
She was
Always
definitely nearby, but I couldn't find her. And then she
We
started
do all this stuff
calling
for you,
my
girls.
name,
Like,
asking me to
stop
find
setting
her.
up too high standards. Just find a nice guy. I'm here.
Her voice was muffled,
Jackson.
staticky, or
Fucking
maybe
that
she was
voice,
just
bro.
further away
not
from the
going
spot
further.
where we said we'd meet.
Nah,
She wasn't as familiar with
go
the
there.
woods as I was, so I started to worry that she'd gotten lost, even though she didn't sound scared. I arrived at the meeting spot, an old stump
Damn, that's creepy.
that kind of looked like it had a face carved into it. The woods were darker, the trees much taller and more dense, and there seemed to be fewer creatures around. It was quiet. No bird calls or squirrels scurrying up and down the tree trunks.
Where's the squirrels?
I called to her a few times, but she just kept
Damn.
calling for me to come. Milo was still on edge, and I was starting to feel tense too. That could have been when things went wrong. After a few minutes, I was worried that she had hurt herself and needed my help, so I went off in the direction of her voice, deeper
If someone
into
hurts
the
their leg or
woods.
something, they don't
I
sound
called
like
to
that. They'll be like,
her
"Ow,
over
I'm
and
dying."
over, getting more concerned with every passing minute. The tree trunks were immense, And I can't say that the tales of people
Damn, there's the leg
disappearing
of
at the
that
hands
creature,
of a
bro.
forest-dwelling monster
I see the leg.
didn't cross my mind.
Damn.
In my head, I was preparing
the
a speech to
creep,
recite
bro.
for Caroline when I found her. Something about sending me on a wild goose chase through the woods and making me worry about her. She sounded like she was nearby, but something about her voice was freaking me out. I thought about turning back and calling it quits, but I felt like I was getting close. Then Milo started barking the loudest I'd ever heard him and darted back and forth around me. I panicked and backed up too quickly, tripping over a root and falling. A sharp pain shot up my leg. From the forest floor, I looked up at the canopy, and my jaw dropped. Standing at least 40 feet tall was the nastiest combination of man and machine I'd ever seen. Its arms and legs were so thin, I could see the outlines of veins and bones beneath the skin. There wasn't a bit of flesh on its torso either.
I am
It looked like a
skin and bone, so I'm
vacuum-sealed
fucking skinny,
skeleton.
bro.
But the creepiest part was its head, or lack of a head. Atop its neck were a pair of sirens facing in opposite directions. No eyes or ears, but it did have mouths inside those sirens. And as I looked up at it, completely in shock, it turned down towards me and opened its mouths.
This motherfucker real. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going to move into the big cities, bro.
I scrambled to my feet and ran with all the strength I had. Milo bulked by my side, just as afraid as I was, hearing the deafening sounds of trees cracking around me, their enormous trunks splintering and crashing to the ground.
Damn, my
That's
boy
when the
is
sirens started
screaming all
blaring
over
from
the
the
place,
creature's
bro.
head. My muscles burned and my lungs screamed for air as I burst into the clearing of our east field. Ma was standing by the truck on the far side, her mouth open in disbelief. I'm sure she could have felt the ground shaking from a mile away. Pa was already running towards me with a shotgun, but as he saw the horror that came behind me, he stopped dead in his tracks.
bro.
Eyes wide, he pointed to the entrance to the tornado shelter built
No
under the
big
house.
shack, bro. That's the
I didn't think that was going to be enough to keep
next
us safe from this
dead right
behemoth.
there, standing
My
there.
body was giving out. The pain in my leg from falling in the woods was growing with every stride. I put everything I had into that last stretch of my sprint to the shelter. Milo managed to keep pace, and Pa ran ahead to unbolt the door. Ma broke out of a trance and scrambled towards the shelter too. The sirens blared on, though ironically there was no tornado. The door flew open and Pa dove inside. Milo leaped in ahead of me, and I stumbled in a few seconds later.
Bro. Sorry to pause the video, but there's no logic in this. Like, if you were a person who was just put yourself. If I put myself to this guy's perspective, if I was running and my mom was like standing next to the truck, right? I would just scream, "Start the truck!" And I would just get in and just go with the truck. Like, Pa gets in, everyone gets in, and we just go, right? Fucking, if this big ass motherfucker can catch you while you're sprinting, then it won't catch you when you're out of the woods with the truck. Like, you're going like minimum 100 kilometers per hour, so it's not going to catch you, bro. Like, fucking think about logic. Okay, let's continue.
It took a few beats for me to realize Ma hadn't come stumbling through the door behind me.
Oh,
She was
hell
running
nah.
as quickly as she could manage, wild eyes staring right into mine, screaming the whole way.
Come on, Ma. You
But the
can make
thing
it.
was
You
faster
can make it,
than
bro.
her. Its final step toward her shook the
Ma.
ground so intensely, I thought the house was going to come down on top of us. She was knocked off her feet, and its massive hand came down on top of her. I looked away, but Pa was transfixed.
Now that just pissed me off, bro. Fucking just go open the shed and go help the mom or something if you're not driving away with the truck. Like, fuck it, that's your job as the man, as the head of the family, as the wife, like the son's wife. Fucking, you're his husband. Like, you need to go and help your wife. Like, that's the least you can do as a husband. Your wife is running, your bitch ass goes into the shelter first, not even your son. You go in the shelter first because you're a bitch and you're fucking scared. And your wife runs and you don't even help her. Like, if I was you, then I would just hold my shotgun, you have a fucking shotgun, you go there and try to at least save your wife and give her your life. You'll be like living with her like almost like 10 years now. So why don't you help her? Like, you're fucking watching from the shelter. Fucking bitch ass. Sorry, but this fucking pissed me off.
I'd never seen such
Continue.
helplessness and pain on his face. Ma
Nah,
cried out
that's
my
just
name
his
as I
bitch
lifted
ass
her up,
is scared as
then
fuck.
turned to walk back towards the woods. We couldn't do anything but watch.
Jackson, come.
Rest in peace, Ma. Damn, you're drinking orange juice?
Milo, come on. We got an old score to settle. There hasn't been a day in my
Let's go.
life I haven't thought about that
It
morning.
looks like John Wick, bro.
Thought about that.
It's gonna be like,
That
you gotta
thing.
get killed, but
How
come for the ass,
ruined
bro.
our family, ruined our lives. I've mourned Ma every day, and never even knew
Bro,
what
I don't think
happened to her.
that scrawny looking
How she might have
shotgun
died,
will be able to
whether
handle a
it
40
tortured her or not,
skeleton
or if
thing.
it just kept her prisoner somewhere. I lost Pa that day
I
too.
would at least
He
get the
blamed me
fucking
for the whole
military.
mess. Started
Oh god damn, we're gonna pause it here. Dad blamed the son for causing this. Okay, it's like logical because the son he sneaked out, gone to the forest, and he bring him back. Like, okay, that's your son's fault, but you're the one scrawny bitch ass who ran into the shelter first and didn't you didn't even try to save your wife. Like, you can't blame it all on your son. Fucking bitch ass. Like, at this point I'm wondering if the dad like wanted the wife to be gone or something.
drinking, and eventually left.
God
All
damn.
these years,
Left.
it's been just you and me, Milo.
He went to the store,
And
boys.
now we're going to finish this. Wherever you've been all these years, I'm sure you've only hurt people, taken others who were loved,
Damn, there's the
torn
hat.
families apart. I bet nobody's tried hunting you the way you hunt people, though. And I bet I'm one of the only ones who ever got away from you. You know what that means? I know you, and I've got
Bro, if you
nothing
get away,
left to
you just move
lose.
to another country
I hope
or
you're ready to
another
meet
state,
your
bro.
maker, Siren Head.
Jackson, come.
Bro.
You took my mother. You took Caroline. How many other voices have you stolen, freak?
Damn. Dude got knocked out in like 5 seconds. Damn. For fuck's sake, bro. Poor dog.
Come, Milo.
Oh, hell nah. Oh no, 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 no. Doggy, run.
Thank you all for watching.
Okay, that was it for the video, guys. Like, damn, I watched the 10 facts about Siren Head video like earlier this day, and I thought Siren Head doesn't eat dogs or something. They only like humans and bloodlusts, I think. Yes. If that dog gets eaten, bro, I'm going for revenge. I'm gonna bring my katana. I'm gonna bring my Glock, and I'm just going to mess this up. Like, so that was a pretty well animated, and the narrator was like when he's
you could do so you
when he explained the story, that he was like talking very good. So I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, drop a like, subscribe, all the other shit that the YouTubers beg you for. I don't care. Like, if you liked it, then you like, subscribe. I don't know, but like, I'm here to entertain you guys. In this quarantine situation, the whole thing's messed up. It's all over the world. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out.